see, all of Toyota is a cult, and I run the risk of getting cloned and replaced by even associating with you. In basic terms, yeah, I'd love to have a clone to go skeet shooting with. Murphy, they're bad. The head of the company is sadistic. Well, why don't we take him out? That's my plan. I just have no freaking idea how I'm gonna do it. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Charles Xavier, the head of Toyota Racing and NASCAR, was found frozen to death in a block of ice. A Monster Energy helmet was also found at the scene, but no remains of anyone who could have been in the helmet. We have to get back to Toyota. 747 likes and you could win that Monster Energy helmet. Shoutouts to NASCAR Guy for designing this week's number 80 Juicy Fruit Toyota. I remember one time I found a full pack of Juicy Fruit on a pinball machine at the movie theater. I was so tempted to chew some of it, but then the thought that it could be poisoned entered my mind and I threw it away instead. Do you want to design me a paid scheme to use in this NASCAR 15 career? Well, all you gotta do is join the Discord. Link is down in the description. In the Discord, you will find a career mode section with info, submissions, and also questions and concerns. In the info, you will find the template you need to use in order to make a submission. Have any questions? Feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you, NASCAR Guy, for this, number 80. There's a reason why it's a good idea to stockpile money inside your mattress. It's because some days shit hits the fan and you need to buy something really expensive. In our case, we've been stockpiling points. We had to pay for a really expensive race at Pocono last week. Ran terrible. We weren't near the front whatsoever. We wound up, I'm pretty sure, with the 41st place. But because all these damn points we stockpiled, we hold on to the points lead over the booth. Still got 68 points over him and even more over everybody else. We did have ourselves a new race winner, but I can tell you one thing, they're not on this second page either. You gotta scroll all the way down to McDouche, your winner of Pocono, new member of the chase. You have 10 different winners at this point, leaving 6 non-winning drivers in on points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Bushy being number 6. But it is oh so very close on that cutoff line. 9 points down for Blanket. Then you go over here, you get Dorm Kisles, doesn't have a win. 2 points off a back Bushy bumper. A whole lot of crap is going to change over the course of the next 3 months. So I don't really know why I'm explaining this to you now. The struggles we faced at Pocono and the struggles we're probably gonna face at the track we're headed to today got me thinking we might need some R&D work. But I'm as stubborn as a mule carrying a pack of blankets down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. I will not make any upgrades again today. Isn't it something that Michigan falls on the same weekend of the NASCAR schedule? 10 years on. 2015, 2025, they still line up. I think that's like the 4th time it's happened for us so far in this schedule. But what do I really care about that? We are going to suck today. I say that with a lot of conviction. Conviction is not a word that I use regularly, but it feels right now. Michigan has always been a struggle in the Eutechnics for me, and especially in these career modes, even more so now. We're not gonna have any of it. We're gonna be slow down these straightaways. I'm gonna have to get this thing cornering proper if we expect to do absolutely anything today. We might also have to fall back on some pit strats. That is, if I don't want to have a second consecutive finish in the 40s. Let's get this video started. Let's go! I feel a bit bad for NASCAR Guy. Also, last week, we had the Grandpa Martin throwback. Not getting a fair shake. These paint schemes are both very gonna be slow much. But you know what? Maybe a beautiful paint scheme here will provide a little bit of extra speed down the straightaways. I'm telling myself anything to help me cope. I know it's gonna be freaking brutal out here. I tried some different adjustments this time just to see if it works. I adjusted the wheel lock to help me turn through these corners and hopefully keep the speed alive. Like I said, I need to be great through the corners to have any sort of realistic shot at passing cars today. I got outrun by McDouche. Fuck!
That's fine, man. That's a good slot. We just gotta get a little bit faster for the race.
A little bit!
Welcome to a little bit of Motown madness right outside the Motor City. We're at Michigan International Speedway for today's running of the Quicken Loans 400.
Mike, we got a new surface and the track is fast. It's really fast. But the other important thing that teams always consider when they come here, this is a manufacturer's battle. You want to win this race for your particular manufacturer. Very important to them.
Sure, Detroit is the Motor City, and all of the Detroit Big Three have all their folks out here to see one of their cars win. Ford, Chevy, or will it be a Toyota in victory lane today?
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go Motown racing, boys and girls!
Thank you, Daryl. I think, Mike is living in the past. He's talking about the Detroit Big Three. That's Chevy, that's Ford, that's Dodge. There aren't any goddamn Dodges in the field. This is why Fox is not the preferred NASCAR broadcaster. We're on our way at the Michigan. This is the first time in any of my seasons and any of my careers where I could play spoiler at the Michigan, driving a Yoder. That's not what the Detroit Big Three would love to see. A cheating Yoder pulling into victory lane in the Michigan. I did make some slight air pressure adjustments, which is very unusual for me. I usually just rock and roll with what I've got, but the car was a bit too damn twitchy for me. Now it's too damn tight. We're still gonna be making adjustments on that first pit stop whenever the hell that happens. I'm not sure how far we can make it on a tank of fuel. Oh my God. The front end, the back end, I don't know what end of the car is deciding to get loose. All of it is loose. It's loose and it's tight, and I am horribly confused on what to fix. But hey, you know what?
On the bottom, 3 back.
We're wrecking, that's right. I fell, oh shit!
Come on, let's do this now. It's time to go to work. Yellow flag, yellow flag.
It's all right. We're gonna make a pit stop. I think the most unfortunate damn thing, part of the whole thing is, I was getting like a run out of the corner to try to pass them legitimately, but then the coagulation on the exit of the corner. I don't know if I do, maybe I do a combination of wedge and track bar. Slight on the track bar, more so on the wedge to help me turn, but I don't want the back end kicking out, sticking its ass out in the wind. Imagine a dog. You know how a dog sticks its head out the car window when you're driving down the freeway? Imagine if that dog stuck its ass out the window instead. That's what my Juicy Fruit Toyota is doing right now. Surprisingly, had about half the field decide to come down pit road right there. So we got about 4 laps extra. We're on lap 5, coming to the green flag. Got about 4 laps extra in the tank and on tire than half the field. But I would have expected a lot less to be hitting pit road right there. I guess we got some sort of pit strategy in the works. How far can we make? Like, maybe that could deduct a pit stop to make us to the end. Whoa.
Nice draft.
It was really comfortable through 1 and 2 that time. Granted, we weren't up to full song and dance with the Juicy Fruit. I like it. I felt really stinking good there. I am pleasantly surprised it corners.
Okay, let's go find you.
It's doing sexy things. The rest of this AI aren't sexy. They all looking like, oh, redneck Jesus, redneck Jesus, redneck Jesus. That's the second time I gotten into William Clyde. Now everything's all being thrown out the window. Okay, I'm on the outside, I'm in the wall. This is great. I'm having a great time. I was really pumped up about what the hell was going on until I got right about to turn 2 and Giggles Logano and Redneck Jesus parked their fat old cabooses right in my damn face. But we're getting a run back on them again. I have great corner ability, and speed up out of the corner feels good. It might be a little bit free, like still in the, like the ass end is still trying to stick out like the dog on the freeway, but I could fix that. I feel like friggin' Bob the Builder this year, taking all these spare parts and making them into something spectacular. And I may have found something adjusting the wheel lock. I have never adjusted wheel lock in a NASCAR U-Technics game before. That's also definitely gonna be helping me turn better. I'm getting so hyped, and I'm in 36, calm down. But look at this coagulation right here in front of me. I can pick them all off, I know I can. Really, at the moment, it's about getting ahead of all those cars that pitted with me, that I'm on the same strategy as. Bunching up, they're bunching. They're bunching, but no one's willing to go to the way bottom. I will be fine taking that lane, gentlemen and lady. If they're willing to give it, I will go where they ain't. We're already running way better than we ever did at any point at Pocono. Oh, don't you encroach on my lane. That bottom lane is mine. It's got my stamp written all over it. Moves! That's what you see down in the bottom lane of 1 and 2. I spray painted it. I tagged it with yellow and red spray paint. And then right after it says moves, it says Juicy Fruit is the only only gum you're allowed to chew. I had a lot of space. I wrote it all out. Oh, thank you.
Just keep doing what
Thank you.
you've been
It
doing.
turns. I've never had a car that turns this well. At the Michigan and Eutechnics, I am getting a little bit excited. I'm getting a little bit aroused. Where are you going?
7 seconds ahead to the lead
Blood
car.
decided to make a pit stop from the middle of the track, Quinn Hoof,
approaching
Texas
your rear.
style. So the doofuses
Nicely done,
are
man.
all hitting pit
Right
road.
On your right
There,
side.
some sort of pit window has opened up for them. So you had like Marie Antoinette in the 46. You had some other of those stragglers out back. They're typically out back, hitting pit road. The pit window must be open somehow. I'm looking at the fuel tank. This ain't good.
It's too fast, man. Check up, check up.
I'm not pitting, you asshole! I just had nowhere to go! Considering the way that shit just looked,
Car in front's heading
and
to the
now
pit.
I'm passing people down at the end of the straightaway, that went tremendously well for me. What is going on? This race is turning good! I'm looking at the fuel. We could probably make it maybe to like...
Clear left side. You're making it too
What a
loose,
hussy.
playing it too hard. It's too fast, man. Check up, check up.
That's the second time, the second lap in a row I've wound up a pit road entry and he thought I was pitting. But no, it's just because of crazy shit that's going on. If that hussy wasn't doing her stupid shit on the exit of 4, I'd be the leader right now. But I'm looking at our pits. We could definitely make it to like lap 20, so I don't really understand all the... I got no right rear. That's why they're fucking pitting. That is why. And here comes the boofle. Oh, what do we got going on over here, guys? Get it together. We gotta pit this lap. I can't push this any further. Any bit further. I just wanted to see if I could grab the lead.
You're good, low.
Grab the lead. We gotta get 4 tires on this thing. The puppy's about to blow. We have so much fuel. The tire wear is obscene. That was an awesome cycle, though, for us. We could only make it like 12 laps. Holy shit. We only managed to stretch these tires that short a distance. What the fuck is your fucking problem? I love the car. I'm not gonna do like hardly anything to it. We got speed through the corner, and that's what I was after. Hopefully that was a fast one. Nah! Lost positions.
The momentum. Let's go. You're
As
locked
per
down.
usual in a net. What?
Car slow in front of you.
Why?
There's one engine.
What
Keep it
happened?
steady.
Tony the
Yellow,
Tank!
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
What the fuck? We'll never know. You had multiple...
Is it clear? You want to come in?
The 88, the 27, and I think it was Tony the Tiger. We're all on fire. I'm thinking, here's what I'm painting a picture of. Imagine, expand your mind. Cars leaving pit road. The lead lap cars, or the cars on track, got too close to them and clipped them, and that's what caused, that was weird. Of course I'm a lap down. Of course, yeah, of course I'm a lap down. I'm gonna get the wave by, though. I'm gonna get the wave around, but still, 34th. 34th. 2 DNFs! That's great. No, that's wonderful. I think I just got lapped, by the way. When the caution came out, I think the leaders just went by me. So that sucks. At least we were fortunate enough. It says I'm in 26. That feels a little bit hard to believe since it said I was in 34th. But whatever. We'll take it. At least I was able to get the the wave around. It wasn't the free pass, it was the wave around. They're down in my shits. It says Mrucz. Juicy fruit is the only gum you're allowed to chew down there. You guys aren't allowed. I mean, the restart is good, but I would have preferred to have been on the lead lap and to actually have picked up a few positions there. They're getting all coagulated, but you know what time it is. You know what time it is. I'm away. Welcome to the Michael Mrucz Mid Race, represented by NASCAR Water. That was a very interesting pit cycle. Not too usual. Thank you, guys. Yeah, leave me the bottom lane. Thank you. Appreciate you. That
Hold your position.
Whoa. Give me some draft. Give me some suction on by the 78. All right. All right, block them. Now we cut down back to the bottom. That was an interesting pit cycle. Not every week we get wrecked AI on pit road exit. A few of them, as a matter of fact, they were blocking everything. We don't have enough fuel. We don't have enough tire to make it to the end. We're gonna have to make another pit stop before this thing is all said and done. I don't have a damn rat's ass bastard clue where we are going to wind up in the race, but the car is handling better, and I think we could make a run at a decent result here today. We'll find that out if we do or not. This has been Michael Mrucz's mid-race report presented by Gas Can Water. That mid-race report ran a little bit long because a lot of shit is going on right now. But I'll tell you another thing that's going on right now. We just cracked that top 20. I got a car that could contend. We got to look out. I'm glad everybody's kind of on the same pit strategy now, because what happens if that shit happens again? A car, I'm telling you, it was a car on track that clipped the car coming off the pits. It could easily happen another time. A lot of guys getting like waggly through the corners, and I don't have that problem because that's what I have focused on. So I'm just able to pounce and pick up these spots. Top 15! I'm not saying we're gonna contend for this dub, but I'm thinking a top 10 is entirely possible. And we're almost to the point, what did I say, 12 laps? We could make it on tires? That's a really short amount of time. But we're getting to the point where we could make that final pit stop. Oh!
Car inside, right side's clear.
I don't want to throw this all the way! Block him, block him, block him, block him. That's 51 car. He wound up right in the lane I wanted to be in, and there was no avoiding him because I wasn't lifted off the throttle. First pit stop. How in the world do they expect to make it the rest of the way? Well, that's Booby Labonte. I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. We got to push it. I'm going to say at least to lap 30 before I'm going to consider making a stop. They're starting to get a little bit slowed up, collected right here in front of me. A lot of positions. One more pit stop. Who the hell is it? Okay, Outback Steakhouse Jr. Not one that I would expect to pit so early. But I don't know what everybody's strategy is. Oh, getting stuck. I think Bushy got wiggly up here. And now they're 3 wide, but I'm not close enough to be able to pounce. Bushy pin from the middle of the track.
You're doing it today.
Fucking go down lower, you FedEx bitch! 4 wide.
4 wide.
Yeah, I know we're fucking 4 wide.
Charging.
Whoops! You cannot blame me for Hamster being a fool! We gotta look out for these pit road exits.
Now you're clear.
It could get fiery again in a hurry. You see how close those cars are on the track getting to the cars coming off pit road. Maybe, you know, another thing that could have possibly been the case, they could have been like 2 wide coming off of the pits, which definitely that would be more rare. If that were to happen a second time, that would be tough. I could only push it like 1 or maybe 2 more laps. That is it. I might be able to do this though on 2 tires. We saw how slow we were on 4. That pit stop, it was slow. So I don't know if I want to do a little bit of pit strategy. Maybe we're going for it. I'm doing 2-tire call. Right sides only. If there is a caution, I am going to be so screwed. The second time, go 2 for 2. I think there's just enough on the left side to get us to the finish line, but a caution would hurt. What the fuck?
Nice pit stop right there, just like we practiced.
Okay, it's time to push that pace now, buddy. Stay focused. We can
That
do
literally,
this. You're 1 lap down.
that did nothing for me. Imagine how far back I would be. My pit crew sucks if I would have done 4 tires.
Looks like you've worn the right tire down.
I just changed them! Well, leaders in, Old Man Bushy in the 41 gonna get our lap back. It's still 13th, now 12th. Might pick up another couple of spots right here in front of us. It'll put me up into the top 10 doing the pit strategy. It is definitely tighter. We'll have the tire. How you doing, Bushy? What the hell happened? I think he had to make a second pit stop. Could have been a race-winning maneuver if my guys weren't so fucking stupid. But it might get me a top 10 out of it. I don't know. We'll see if I can hold them off. No dumb shit taking place coming off of the pit road. AI, wrecked it into AI. Unfortunately, I mean, I would take some right about... No, wait a minute. I can't do a caution. If I had them all ganged up on me with their fresh tires and my 2 fresh tires, I don't think it's going to work out. I'm going to have to beat them off with a stick to just hang on to this 9th. It's comfortable through the corners. It's just not fast anymore. I would have had to take 4 tires to really be booking through these corners and maybe be able to make up some ground on Hamster. Surprisingly, though, I'm holding my own with Old Man Bushy behind me. Not sure who all is up in front of me. Maybe perhaps Booby Labonte is up there and he will have to make another pit stop, that would be great. You never know. The AI tends to be stupid.
Michael Mrucz, have you played this game a million times before?
Okay, that's not even for position. But I know that we're gonna still be seeing pit stops right here at the end. Yes, I have played this game a million times. But even after playing it a million times, I was never going to predict the AI eating shit down there in turn 1 during pit cycling. Another pit stop, but another slow car that's a lap down. Jeff Gordon Ramsay also a slow car, a lap down. Like, this ain't for position, him trying to get by me here.
Stay on the bottom.
Oh, where the hell are you going? Danica Patrick Starr just threw it down pit road. That's a position for me. But now I'm losing one to the booth. I don't even know where the hell he came from. Oh, tight.
Going on the inside.
Thought I just wrecked the guy. Thankfully I didn't. I don't want to lose my top 10. We're coming to the white friggin' flag. I might have lost my top 10. I don't have the tires. I'm gonna have just enough tire to get me to the finish, but I don't have the tire. I'm not fast enough. They're gone. That kind of sucks. I think I was looking at like a 7th place. P-Brain missed that corner. He is in 10th. I might be able to make a move on him.
That's going to work. Stay right there.
I might be able to make a move on him. I'm going to get a run at least. But I have no left front tire at all.
Checkered flag.
Darb wins the Michigan. I think that's another new winner this year.
You got a drafting partner behind you.
Come on. 10th place. 10th place, and don't look at the leaderboard.
That was great racing
10th
right there.
place, a top 10 at the Michigan. That is not bad.
You made it in the top 20. Really promising start, pal. Keep this up, and you'll be breaking into the top 10 in no time.
Jeff Hammond, please excuse him. From what I understand, he does LSD the entire race. He doesn't know. He thinks he's in fucking Phoenix right now.
I gotta end this. I'm telling you, this is all I can take. Somebody please put me out of my misery.
I'm calling that a daggum victory because we stood a chance to run just the same way we did at Pocono last week here at the Michigan today. Through some new adjustments that I've never tried before, a top 10 feels pretty damn good. Darb, I am fairly certain he's your 11th different winner. We might have 16 different winners by regular season fall. I drove past all of these cars. We passed so many people today. It was really freaking cool. Blanket led 10 lap, a lap down for Chef Boyardee. Just the pit cycling did not work out for some people. Jeff Gordon Ramsay right up on my caboose there at the end and winds up with 30th. Bushy, the same thing. I don't know what's going on with him. Jim Yaley gonna be getting damn close to that cutoff line where his win won't count. The woes continue for Tony the Tiger. He's still gonna be somewhere in the 30s in the standings. Look at this. So you got the 27, the 14, all smushed down there on pit road. You had the 88 further up. That sounded like a gunshot. Is that what triggered this? It was a drug deal gone wrong. Jeff Hammond's LSD. All right, so I'm on pit road right now. They're already wrecked down there in 1. I don't see the 88 anywhere, so he's probably already wrecked. So now I'm in my pit box. They're still parked over there. But yeah, I don't see the 88. Scroll back even further. They're still parked. The 13 is now sliding through the grass. Chumite is now turned sideways on the track. We've got a third car over here in the coagulation. Let me see if I gotta go. Oh my God, I gotta go all the way over there. I think we finally spotted the 88. He is roasting in the middle of 1 and 2. Jumai turned sideways on track. The 13 might have been leaving pit road and he just drove into this mess. This is kind of reminding me of Las Vegas. We had something similar happen through pit stopping. I just want to know how the hell the 27 got turned around here. Look at this freaking circle jerk they're doing down in 1. This might be one of the weirdest things I've ever come across in a NASCAR U-Technics race. When I scrolled back even further, I can tell from here that the 51 is sideways and the 13 is through the grass. And Jumai is completely backwards over there. And I'm gonna scroll back even further. Who the fuck is wrecking up the track? The track is basically blocked at this point. I see the 88 is flaming and Jemai and him have made contact. We've got the 13 now pointed the other direction. What the actual shit am I looking at? The 25 is pointed towards the wall. The 14, the 51 is now collected with the 14 and the 27, and the 13 is facing me. What the fuck? I have no clue what the hell it is I'm even looking at. Like, how do these cars wind up in these positions? Look at all the cars wrecked! They're all spinning out. Every single one of them. I think we are close, though, to figuring out what sparked this accident. I scroll back even further, and I still don't know what the hell is even going on here. I can tell you, this was a big one. A really stinking big one. I could see a car popped up in the air. What the hell happened here? This is exactly the accident that, like, Fox Sports would miss with their cameras. Jemai got popped into the air by William Clyde. Redneck Jesus is fine? Redneck Jesus ain't even flaming at this point. Wait a second, that's Mikey Walnuts. When in the world did Mikey Walnuts have anything to do with this accident? He's sliding up into traffic with the 34, and all these cars were on track innocent bystanders. What exactly did I say before about two cars being side by side coming off of pit road? But if you look here, the 66 is now up on the track. The 26 of Jebadouche and the 34 of David Ragu side by side coming off the pits. That forces the 34 up into traffic. I'm like a forensic analysis right now. And then the 34 gets driven into by the 66 who's coming up on him hot and in a hurry. And then all those guys back there did not have enough time to react. He Kevin LePage the damn field. It's not called Kevin LePaging anymore. It's called David Raguing. I consider that an effort to be proud of. Top 10, we now have 11 out of 15 races. No car upgrades, still 4 wins. Darb, gets his first win of the year, so that is 11 different winners. Not in 6th and 9th of the standings, but that's still good. He is in the chase. Meaning, if we still have 11 different winners in the top 30, which let's check that out if we in fact do. McDouche is at 26, so that counts. Jim Yeley, 27th of the standings, so that also counts his win still. By the way, Redneck Jesus, 31st in the standings. So he's the cutoff line for Jim Yeley. 274. He's got 23 points on the cut. And here's his final page before I move on. Tony the Tiger, awful year going on here. Anyway, 11 different winners, so 5 positions now for points having biddies.
1, 2, 3,
4. And the 5th spot goes to Dingle Dingle with 418. Yeah, sure, we'll renew with Quaker State and Bank of America. Yeah, that's fine. Next week, where are we headed? To the road course of Sonoma, the first road course of the year. That will mesh with Mexico City, so it's still a road course 10 years on, the same NASCAR race weekend. That's it for me. I feel pretty damn good about the day. I think it was a success. And we also had a pretty strange, bizarro accident take place. This fucking controller. Kevin LePage is finally off the hook. It's now David Ragu, who's the fucking asshole. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that video. I did. I had fun today. That was a fun race. It's a lot more fun when you have a car that actually wants to do race car things and compete with people. I love ya. Out. Every single last one of you. And I will see you on the next thing that I do. Goodbye!